Good morning, guys. So, I am not so chirpy today because I really don't feel like going out. But it's not about feelings. It is 6:57, so I'm kind of late today compared to the previous mornings. However, that doesn't matter. So, a conversation happened in my mind. Well, a back and forth, really. And it just happened all on its own. And it happened real fast. So there was that thought to just not go. There was that thought to quickly reason it out, rationalize. Your back is kind of sore. You're tired because you didn't sleep well. You can go this evening. It's probably already hot. And then, right at the very same time, that other thought had to slap away those thoughts. And I got out of bed, did what I had to do, and here I am, going for my walk. So, consistency. It's all about consistency. Can't stop now. Today is only day 3. So, the lesson today is that when you have a goal that you want to accomplish or a change that you're in the midst of making, you can't just stop, even if your mind tells you to. Sometimes it's not your mind, sometimes you want to push forward, but circumstances, obstacles come in your way, and it's sometimes just easier to say, to give in, to use those things as an excuse, and to not continue with your process. But you cannot do that. And whether you're able to push through or not is sometimes determine whether you are ready. Whether you're at the place of, this is how badly I want it, this is how badly I need it. Okay? Sometimes it takes seeing that outcome. Okay? Seeing that outcome that you want and making that decision internally. You don't have to talk to people about it. You just make that decision that that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going after. Give yourself that pep talk. I already know that obstacles will come in my way, but I'm not going to be giving in to any of them. And sometimes if I need to get creative, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm so used to moving at a quick pace, no matter how big I am. Sometimes when I'm walking with my students, I outwalk, Miss Curry, why are you going so fast? Because I'm just used to going fast. So I'm trying to slow down my pace though. I want to slow down a little bit today because this is a long journey. This is not going to be a sprint for me. So the other day I was thinking back about when I lived in the Bahamas. That's when I first started walking. And when I tell you, I fell in love with walking. And I'm not talking an hour. I'm talking deciding that, okay, today I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. And so I don't know what time it would take, but that's where I was going. I'm not driving and parking halfway, so I have to get home. and I'm not gonna have anyone come for me. I just needed to know that the weather was supposed to be good and that I was going out at a reasonable hour. Well, when I tell you I walked all over Abaco, and that's how I fell in love with walking. Have a friend, Desiree Toot. One day Miss Toot said, Georgia, I'm gonna walk with you. She told me the joke about her telling her husband, God rest his soul. She said, she told Mr. Tooth, say, I'm gonna walk with Georgia today. Mr. Tooth said, you gonna walk with that woman? You about to walk. That woman could walk. I see that woman all over the place walking. Right? So that's how much I used to love walking. So much that I wouldn't go to the gym for a while. And then I said, you know what? I wanted to include weights in my exercise. So I signed up for the gym and I decided to. But I would go to the gym sometimes and still walk. You know, gym in the morning, walk in the evening, or whatever. I could work out. But when I tell you, oh my gosh, that was something awesome to be addicted to. So that's why even now, when I need to jump back in, it's not very hard for me. Well, so when I stop, it's hard for me to jump back in. That's why I don't like to stop. Because once I stop and I gain weight, then, you know, it's just harder. Because now you've broken the routine. Now you're heavier. So it takes more work. But once I get started, that is the part that I'm saying is not hard for me to continue and lock in. It just does something to me. And a lot of times when I'm at the gym by myself exercising, I'm meditating, the Holy Spirit is talking to me and showing me things. I'm listening to my music and I'm just super encouraged. And now that I've decided to really work on this YouTube channel, doing this is also therapeutic for me, because I don't always like to go and sit in front of the camera and talk to nobody, but this feels okay. Doing it this way feels comfortable. Of course, there are times when, depending on what I'm going to be talking about, I'll need to sit in front of the camera, and that's okay. I'll get more accustomed to that the more I do it. Yep. So it's another day. God is so good. God is so amazing. Again, I know it's nothing good that I did. Nope. It's not that I'm better than anyone else, but it's just His grace and His mercy. And I am grateful. It's the mandate that He still has on my life. And I am grateful. That's another reason why, once and for all, I have got to take care, do a better job taking care of this body like I used to do. Yep. All right. So that's all for now. I am going to come back probably one more time before I share my summary, or when I'm ready to share my summary. All right. Guys, I came back to give you a little joke. So I have done, hold on. Okay, it's 21 minutes. Wow, I'm going fast, even though I say I'm not going fast. So I was passing this house and I heard this sound. Woo. When I tell you, I felt that ability just now, because I was about to take off running. Why is it that well, I know the science behind it, we've all been taught, but when that fear sets in, oh my goodness, I was about to take off running, as heavy and tired as I am this morning, but they weren't loose. I didn't know where the sound was coming from when I first heard it. And it reminded me of when I first came to Dothan, when I first came to Alabama, and we lived, oh Lord, what's the name of those apartments? I can't remember, but it was very, very close to Westgate, to the trail. And when I tell you, I fell in love with walking that trail, because I could walk out of the apartment and just 2-2s, I would be right there on the trail. Didn't even have to really go on the road at all. So it was awesome. So I started walking that trail one day. Now, it would take me, I don't know, when I'm really fit, it would probably take me under an hour, because remember at that time I came here losing a lot of weight, and then I gained back some weight, went on Omni and got so small. My brother Ray looked at me one day and he said, "You're sick? You're sick? Oh, no, tell me." I said, "Ray, I'm not sick." He said, that's the Jamaican way, honey. He said, "Well, from your waist go up, look all right. From your waist go down, no, sir. You need to gain back about 20 pounds. Robert, Abby, everybody said I had gotten too small. You see that? Probably was 160. They can't tell me anything anymore, right? Anyway, so I was walking the trail, very fit, and something fell off that tree. And guys, if you know me, you know I do not deal with dogs. I don't deal with dogs. Nowadays, I've been thinking about, if I ever were to get a little puppy, it would be one of those cute little maybe Shih Tzus, or I don't know, the Yorkies, I don't know their tendencies, but it would be a small puppy. But those big, ugly dogs, those, sorry dog owners, dog lovers, those big, high dogs, when I tell you, I saw this dog, and I keep saying the dog wasn't alone. The owner was there. But I don't care anything about that owner. That owner looked weak and feeble, like he could barely manage that dog. That dog was so big and high. When I tell you, that person must have laughed and told that story for years. I took off running. You hear me? I took off running because I didn't even want the dog to pass me. I took off running. I don't know when I stopped. I ran and ran and ran and ran. Oh my gosh. I took off running. So when I heard that sound just now, I was ready to go. I was ready to go. All right, 26 minutes, almost 27. Almost done, guys. All right, I'll be back. I did it, guys. I am tired, but I did it and I'm proud. I did it. Okay, let me tell you what my summary was. So today I walked just right at 30 minutes because I was tired, and that is fine as long as I do 30 minutes to begin with. All right, so my total distance was 1.52 miles. Active calories 189, total calories 273. Heart range 136. My range was between 121 and 148 today. Moderate again, it says a 5. Previously I hadn't seen that little number. I wonder what the other days said, because I did more the previous for the past 2 days, but that's fine. Elevation gain 75 feet. The temperature was 71 degrees. Not bad. Humidity 93 degrees. Okay, let me see what this little effort moderate 5. Effort is a way to record the intensity of your workouts. For most cardio workouts, you'll automatically get an estimated effort you can adjust. For other workouts, you will need to add your own. Okay. Yeah, so it showed me 5 moderate. That's fine, especially for how I feel. I'm tired. Okay, so I'm not going to walk tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'm not going to walk. I'm going to walk on Monday. And then I'll probably go back to the gym on Tuesday. I don't know. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you so much for those who have subscribed to the channel. The channel is literally growing every day, even if it's by 1 or 2 people, and that is just wonderful. Please make sure you're watching the other videos so you will not always see me looking like this. But that's okay. You are getting who I am. So thank you for subscribing. Continue to watch the videos. Please share the videos, please. I am trying to get to 1,000 calories, 1,000 subscribers by the time I go back to work in August, or by the time my birthday hits, God spare my life, February 1st, 2027. I will be 50 years old. Still can't believe that, but I am very grateful and very excited about that. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day and God bless you.